welcome to Mass Effect 2 with mods. Mostly a Paragon Run, part 27, I think? I think we've got one or two missions, and then the IFF, and then we'll see what we got after that. So we'll investigate this abandoned station. Sorry, just give me 1 second while I check something. I apologize if you guys hear the dog barking in the background. I don't think it's picking up, but I can hear it, so just hope that you guys can. Sorry, my phone's internet just turned off for some reason. I was just trying to get it back real quick. Plug it in. I know, great content right now. Alright, there we go. Alright, basic mission, so I'm just gonna do. That's a dead man. It's processing. Dr. Galwind, at my suggestion, we have cut power to all systems save critical life support and hopes that disabling these systems will deny the VI the resources she needs to kill us. This is a temporary shutdown, or this is a temporary solution. We cannot last this out on our own, Dr. tells him. So they were killed by a rogue VI.
Docking area power restored.
Well, that's good.
Intruders are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area.
My firm belief is that the VI is paranoid about the possibility of infection, and its current homicidal behavior is likely out of an inflated desire to keep us from shutting it down. I believe that the VI is malfunctioning and believes our equipment to be infected by a virus. If we continue to try to shut it down, she will keep trying to destroy us. Maybe not. Maybe our only recourse is to do nothing and convince her that we're not a threat. So I have to go power on that door over there. Right? No, that one's closed. So I can just jump that one.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
Yes, thanks. Shut up.
Reflective armor prototype
Bring this all the way
repositioned.
around. God, shut up.
Testing area has been unlocked. All personnel take this opportunity to leave the station immediately.
Not gonna happen. Engineering. Equipment parts. Attention all docks personnel. We are expecting a shipment of mech parts from the Heni Kedar facility on Capek. Make sure the VI knows to accept the docking request from the freighter MSV Corsica. We're gonna have to go somewhere else after this facility.
Living area power restored. The living area doors have been closed to quarantine a threat to this station. Advise intruders to engage self-destruct procedures to avoid death by starvation. 3 doors enabled. 3 doors enabled. 1 door enabled. 5 doors enabled.
That's nothing. You guys had nothing. Killed them all. I think they're a mech. Let's see.
All intruders intentionally violating quarantine are requested to exit the station. You have been identified as a hostile intruder.
Does that mean that they're mechs?
Plasma venting in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death.
Kennings, I'm positive the trouble with our VA started after Corsica docked with us. Telson is looking into the VA itself. In the meantime, I need you to go through the logs and find out everything that was on that ship. Okay, yeah.
My shields are down.
No. Get up.
All attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defenses.
Well, that's not ideal.
Maintenance area power restored.
Dead again.
Hub area power restored. Central mainframe access granted. Docked vessel detected. Attempting to intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area. This is a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately. I regret to inform you that all attempts to defend the station have failed. Shutting down security protocols.
So we're gonna get another mission to go to a different station.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander? I'll be here if you need anything. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, source of the VI virus. Okay, so now I'm gonna go I did want to do all side missions before the next mission, but also kind of want to do it now because we have got just those two left. Everything else is 100%. So yeah, let's go. Sometimes there are. I swear to God, like in Mass Effect 3, there are some galaxies that you can't see exactly. I mean, this one right here is a prime example of that. You know what, screw it. Let's go. Let's go require the Reaver Eye event. Let's move this.
Only half our fuel remains. Probe launched.
Alright, and then before we actually go grab that eye, just in case I do fuck up, I am gonna save now. Okay. Had to make sure that worked. Storm.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Alright. Let's go look at a Reaper. Let's go with Tally. And honestly, I don't usually do this because obviously I usually choose my romance option as my other main. Well, actually, I guess in most of my runs I only ever do these two. So, but this time we're gonna go with Miranda. Just because it's a Cerberus operation, I want to see if she's got any voice lines. A little bit more to the next grid level. Alright, let's do this.
What's with all the chop, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph. There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not transmitting any IFF, but the radar paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
The Reaper's Mass Effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope.
Holy God.
Eye of the Hurricane, huh?
Alrighty.
No one here to welcome us. That's not good.
The music that plays most of the time on these levels are the "You Have Just Died" music. So that's nice.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for Shirtsleeve's work. The crew is edgy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hulk represents. The corpse of a vast ancient life form, private
definitely not want to work here. And obviously, yeah, you guys saw that pop up on the screen.
In the early
Oh, I didn't realize
2160s,
they had a voice.
hovering tanks resemble the flagship of
We're not listening to
the
these.
Volus are a member immediately
I'm looking for this specific
brainchild,
entry. I didn't realize I had
found
so many.
originally as a cyclonic following the bat human, a typical
I gotta do this more often, clearly.
the Krogan homeworld, based on existing technology.
Oh, so only the primary ones have voice lines. Well, whatever. Basically, the Reapers get into your head and they make you start you actually realize it.
We finished cataloging specimens A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chandana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chandana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
That's not creepy. You can say about that, Miranda?
Normandy to shore party.
What just happened?
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
As curious as I am about Reapers, I'd rather not be trapped inside one.
We'll have to take down the barrier generators from in here. Any idea where they are?
At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the Rex Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
If any helmsman can pull us off this thing before it reaches crush depth, it's you. We'll make a sweep for survivors and recover what data we can. Stand by.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
Good hunting.
This is disconcerting. Did the Geth do all this?
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
No, I know my wife. I remember, that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember, too.
What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
It sounds like the Reaper was affecting their minds.
A little bit.
Enemies in front!
There are high
Technology they costs came from the Geth or from Sovereign.
Geth origin never made sense to me. This confirms it's from the Reapers.
Here we go! Found that one!
God, I hate husks. 0 out of 10.
Nothing faster than Jatika Boss paws.
Down you go!
Go get him, Jatika. Good girl. This should open them up. Combat drone
down. I'm telling you, this ship isn't dead. It knows we're inside it.
Calm down. Now I'm getting a headache.
Imagine that.
Sniper! An unidentified shooter is wandering the site. Problematic.
This is valuable.
Always down for some more. What does it look like through this place if you don't have the... I wonder what this whole thing looks like without the fucking Cerberus platforms to make it look...
Weapons ready. Go get them, Chica. Good throw.
I hate Husks. I hate Husks. Oh, you're not.
They should soften them up.
Here we go! Now let's finish you off! Down you go! Affirmative!
Oh, I am not.
I'll crush them!
Kinda wish I had a regular solar rifle now. Instead of...
We're compromised!
If I set Scion to disinfect it. Is it dead? Okay.
I'll take it.
Chandana said the ship was dead. We trusted him. He was right. But even a dead god can dream. A god, a real god, is a verb. Not some old man with magic powers. It's a force. It warps reality just by being there. It doesn't have to want to. It doesn't have to think about it. It just does. That's what Chandana didn't get. Not until it was too late. The god's mind is gone, but it still dreams. He knows now. He's tuned in on our dream. If I close my eyes, I can feel him. I can feel every one of us.
No? Nothing to say to that?
We've seen these before, Shepard. Dragon's teeth, your people call them. The Geth used them on Eden Prime.
And in other places. The distribution suggests that their Reaper technology shared with the Geth.
See how the room's arranged? They treated this thing like some kind of altar.
That doesn't seem right. No one in their right mind would want this.
You heard the logs? They were seeing things, hearing things. They were being indoctrinated. We can't help these people now, but we won't let the machines use their corpses like this.
Understood.
Wait, how do we... Oh, that's...
Please stand by. Equalizer
Commander.
He's up there. Legion.
Never
I mean,
heard
I don't
of a
know
Geth
his name.
speaking to someone.
It shouldn't be able to talk. A single Geth has no more intelligence than a Baron.
Here goes.
You guys stop throwing people? Whoa. This place can get pretty hairy. That combat drone is doing nothing. And again, I guess it's tech created by tech. Against tech. So, I'm not entirely surprised. I guess Talia was probably not a good call to bring, but I like the voice lines she brings too. Is she not? No, I guess not.
Now let's finish you off. Mount that one. Here we go.
Not done yet, though. Oh, it's not.
This should soften them up. Combat drone away. Deploying combat drone.
We've been spotted.
Die? Inconceivable.
What's this?
Go get him.
This many husks, I'm actually curious. Honestly, though, Tally's fucking thing is a great distraction. This is not it.
Lost shields.
Ugh. Dislike.
Enemies.
Go for the optics, Patika. Go for the
This is
optics.
probably my only chance to use my sniper.
Take that.
It's already just about
Night, night. Put them down. Taking fire.
Yeah, unless this mission is too close range to actually use the sniper rifle. Alright. And it doesn't even kill the husks. Way too much to try to get some shots on them. I guess I might as well.
your left.
Ah! Here we go.
You get up here,
Down you go.
coward. This.
Deploying combat drone.
No shields.
Nothing's faster than Tortiga von Spawn.
Ouch.
Combat drone ready.
They've seen us.
Combat drone ready.
You.
This should soften them up.
I'll crush them.
Go for the optics. Go for the optics.
Supposed to ignore them?
Down you go.
Destroying the Mass Effect core should be simple enough.
And then get off the ship. Quickly.
Okay, so there's the IFF. Oh, wait, what? Oh, cool. Alright, well now we're stuck in here. So.
This must be it.
So the Cerberus team did recover it. But what did
Where are they now? Oh no!
Get ready to fight.
He's dead. Oh, this is that's right. Forgot this is a mini boss. Oh jeez.
He goes.
Not quite mentally prepared for this.
Fall and die.
Luckily.
Combat drone ready.
Or how they did these.
This should soften them up.
On the floor.
Jeez.
Combat drone away.
Trouble ahead. Going now. On my way.
Two watch
This should
there.
soften them up.
Should be alright.
Got you. Nothing's faster than Tortiga von Spawn. Go get him, Tortiga. Good girl.
Here we go. Enemy down. There we go.
They're all yours, Tortiga. Got you.
Fall and die. Moving.
Moving to position. Combat drone ready.
This will put them down.
Nothing's
some reason
faster
they
than
target my
Tortiga
friend.
von Spawn.
There we go.
Wait, Shepard. Cerberus would want that Geth for study.
Leave it there. You know what they are. If it gets into Normandy's computers...
We have Edie.
You said it yourself. No one's ever found one intact.
That's true, but I'm not sure it's worth the risk, Shepard.
There's no time to debate it, Tali. Come on.
Run!
Hang on, folks!
Open the port side airlock.
Aye, aye.
I'm not sure how this
We're
all
clear.
works
Go.
physics-wise, but whatever. I don't know what direction our orientation. Right.
I think we need to discuss the unique piece of salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in Edie's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things I need in Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No, trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up, interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Tali's gonna freak when she hears about this. So what about this Reaper IFF?
I have determined how to integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy systems poses certain risks.
I trust you, Edie. I know you won't let anything happen to the ship.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Till then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
Alright, let's go talk to a Geth. After Mason. Got a hell of a lot of sniper damage now. I don't think Morden only had anything to say.
Shepard, how can I
Have you
help?
got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Sexual activity normal stress release for humans and Turians. Still, recommend caution. Warn of chafing.
You have a recommendation as a doctor?
Turians based on dextro amino acids. Human ingestion of tissue could provoke allergic reactions. Anaphylactic shock possible, so don't ingest. Also forwarding advice booklet to your quarters. Valuable diagrams, positions comfortable for both species, erogenous zone overviews. Can supply oils or ointments to reduce discomfort. Gave Edie electronic relationship aid demonstration vids to use as necessary.
Wait a minute, Morden. You're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
I mean, it's right. I mean, while we're just wandering around, let's go talk to...
Commander, can I help you with something?
Let's just talk for a bit. Unofficial. You and me.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything.
Okay. So
We live...
We'll talk later.
Commander.
That's just what he says.
We have a Geth down in the AI core? It makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
I'm pleased that you were able to recover the Reaper IFF. I've sent EDI all necessary protocols to get it integrated successfully into Normandy systems. With luck, will get us the ability to get to the Vega for relay and take the fight to collectors on our own terms. I've been notified about the intact Geth and just keep it. If you believe it can be trusted, then go ahead and activate it. Just make sure that EDI is adequately protected against any hacking attempts. It's not necessarily the decision I would have made, Shepard, but it's your call. You've already cast a wide net in your recruiting efforts, and if the Geth are willing to fight the collectors, then we can use them. Then we can use them on the team. I trust you get the job done wherever it takes. What did
Hey, Commander, good news. Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered. I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
Better safe than sorry with this tech.
I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
wait? No, I don't want to do this now. I wanted to talk to people first. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I will not be clicking on the console.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Kelly's gonna say that.
We have a I hope you don't activate.
Is there anything?
Anything
That'll
else?
be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
We just talked to Warden. Talk to Jacob again because we have to. Let's go talk. Alright, let's go wake Legion, and then we'll go talk to the crew members again. Just in case anybody has something to say now that we have crew. Now that we have Geth. I didn't realize that pressing F on the fucking galaxy map would start something. I totally forgot about that. So good thing there's always a good old Alt F4.
Ten Hut!
Ten Hut!
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye, aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
Every Geth I met before you tried to blow my head off.
We have not met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the Old Machines.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. He's not wrong. I just upped my mic volume, by the way. I apologize if it was a little quiet before this. I know it's a little late in the episode, but
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Legion is like our Data from Star Trek: The Next Gen, and the Reapers are like the Borg. That's my. I love this man.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes.
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
That seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy.
Hell yeah.
We anticipate the exchange of data. Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretics' conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL-COM buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoin the network.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
You know where this thing is?
The heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They build stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack organics. We condemn these judgments.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
I won't let them brainwash your race. Especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
Alright.
Shepard Commander, are you prepared to attack the Heretic stronghold?
Not yet.
Acknowledged.
Okay, so we'll do that next. Before we do that, let's go...
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Go talk to some people. Start with Garrus.
Shepard.
Have you got a minute?
Definitely. But I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us before we throw...
I want that too.
I already did that.
How can I help you, Commander?
Do you have everything?
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies, thanks again. Back to work.
Commander.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Of course, Commander.
Well, he wants to talk about the Geth that I just activated? That's alright. I don't mind.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
What happens if you romance multiple people? I don't actually know. I've never done it. Okay, so apparently, apparently you can, and then they'll ask you to decide later. But that's not.
You're talking to your son again.
I was just curious.
That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
What does that mean? Tell me what that means, god damn it.
I was just thinking about you. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship.
I don't know. Maybe there's just the shadows, but it counts.
Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chalker's office.
God,
other than to get medical attention, I mean. I hear you shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later.
I should go.
Of course.
Sure. Now let's go down here. We're gonna talk to everyone, and then in the next part we're gonna do Legion's last mission, or Legion's loyalty mission, which was defeat the heretics, and then we're gonna do the last two side missions, and then we're gonna. At least I think this is how it's all gonna work. I'm not positive.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
We'll push our enemies to the edge of space, then step on their fingers one at a time until the void takes them.
Did Okeer give you any imprints
You
about
already know more than he did. Okeer's is barely useful. If you fight them, hit them hard the first time.
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I'm branching out. Got a list of enemies now. They all give me joy when I picture cutting them, crushing them. There's this one imprint, a Solarian with the... what are they? The things on his head pulled apart? Bet it caused a generation of revenge. What is that, a few weeks for them? So what did you want?
Don't wear yourself out on someone else's memories. We've got our own bad guys to fight.
Your enemies are my enemies. We'll shove the Collector's claws where a dark sun can't shine, and they will deserve it.
They will.
I won't disrespect their strength by doing less than the worst of them.
That's the kind of thinking that will save a galaxy.
You make it possible, Shepard. You're my battle master. You give me purpose. That's what makes Krogan feared soldiers, and not animals. Lead well, Shepard. You have my respect.
Hell yeah. Nothing like a Krogan's respect. The Krogan, again, going back to the Starship reference, the Krogan are like the freaking...
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck.
That's all for now.
Logging you out.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
I don't think Jack is gonna say, but we can check. She's probably gonna tell me to piss off.
Hey. What's happening? Shepard, we talked enough. Whatever.
Come on. Oh, you lied to me. You lied to me. Alright, you know what? No, Jake was just gonna say that. In that case, thanks for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Come back later for part 28, when we do things. Legion's loyalty mission. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.